Welcome to another episode of
Nerd Out.
I am Randy. This is Brian, and
This is Michael.
This is Michael. This is the first Mezco I've gotten since I think the Deadpool. It's been a long time though. Like when we did like a series of like.
We were hitting that shit hard for a little bit.
Yeah. And I think I was like passionately loving the Mezcos. But then what happened was the prices went up. They started coming out with a lot of superhero stuff, which I don't mind. It was just that like it was not really diverting from like when it first started, it seemed like they were going with like different themes so you can kind of skip around. Honestly, it's the price that went up.
How much did
80,
it go up?
80 plus shipping. So let's say like 90.
All right.
All right. Look, they were 70 when they first started.
So,
it just seemed like that $10 was the difference.
but at least they've only gone up to that. I mean,
yeah, but it's gonna change very.
You think
soon.
it's gonna keep going?
Yeah, because I think first of all, they're going up because people are
want them.
into them, and there's a good reason. It's because they are really cool, and they are the like. I think Storm Collectibles is starting to do similar format, which is like the mixed materials, the cloth and plastic. But Mezco is the first. They do a great job.
So wait, time out. Will that bring these up or down? I mean, because if it's gonna give them competition,
Theoretically, it should make them go down.
that's what you think.
But popularity, supply and demand. And then they do a run of these, and once they're gone, they're gone. Like I pre-ordered this, I think, almost a year ago. So I had decided that I wanted it as soon as I saw it, and I waited a year and I forgot about it. And thankfully, it came out at the perfect time, Halloween. Halloween.
How many do you think they make in a run?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna say 5,000. Does that sound reasonable?
I think so. That sounds like a pretty small run.
Yeah.
It's a run that like you can justify it being expensive.
That's
because
true.
You can sell it in a year, and
That's true.
And I mean,
And
it
then
looks really good.
It looks, dude. That will go right to it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
how many Michael Myers figures have we had? And I mean, we've had NECA's done a lot of them. Some other company, McFarlane Toys did a couple of them, and this really works well.
and they took the best of all the Michael Myers.
Oh, so
sort
this
of
is
put him,
isn't Halloween?
close, very
Okay.
close.
Explain.
But Halloween, you could never. I don't think you couldn't really see his eyes; they were painted black.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can I just say that's one of my favorite features?
Yeah,
is
I
that
love
you
it.
can
It looks-
look in his eyes and you can see like the
Looks good.
sculpted detail and the gore of it. It's pretty amazing.
and I think his hair is a little inaccurate, but looks better than it did. Because like when you really get a good look at it, his hair looks like. I think this is really like a good.
Was his hair a wig?
No, it was built into it.
It was,
But
okay.
it just like when you saw it, it didn't look. This looks more like
That looks a little
later
too flowing or something.
Yeah,
or like two
I think
styles.
so. But he looked like this in later movies because they
Okay.
had like 8 masks. Every movie had a different mask except 1 and 2, and it's like.
And the legendary, obviously, you're familiar with this. The origin of the Halloween mask is that it was a Captain Kirk Halloween mask, and it's spray painted white or painted white.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's worth noting.
Well, yeah, and that's why that's what the later movies they couldn't get the rights to use that mask, Captain Kirk.
So you think
that's why they changed it.
So you think Shatner makes money off of it?
Not anymore.
You don't?
Yeah, because they can't use it anymore.
So that brings us to the new movie
I
coming
think
out
Don
soon.
Post. Probably,
Okay.
because it was a Don Post Studios mask.
Okay.
So I think it would be them, but yeah.
So you think that Shatner probably sold his likeness to Ben Post, and then they were responsible for it?
I think so.
That makes
I don't
sense.
know. I mean, I'd love it if Captain Kirk made money on it.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean,
The guy
Shatner,
deserves it, man. He's awesome.
he's making money everywhere. He's hitting the shows.
What if he shows up in the new one and saves the day? William Shatner?
Wow,
He should have been the Loomis. They
yes,
could've used
the
him as
Loomis. That would have been cool.
Why, Michael? Why?
So
That'd
the
be
new
sweet.
mask. Before we get into the toy, the new mask in the new movie that's coming out is that the Shatner face. Here.
It's very close to it,
Okay.
but I need special features before I could say one word.
Okay. So you're not ready to go on record.
Yeah.
What I really love about this figure,
But I think it is because it's the same mask. Not in the real life, but in the universe, same mask.
Okay. Well, right, because we'll talk about the movie in a minute. But okay, so the sculpting of this, obviously, it's mixed material, so it's like sculpted. But what I like about it is like the body is thin.
Yup.
Like it doesn't
And
look.
Nick Castle was really thin.
Was he?
Yeah, that's what I love about it. Is that's pretty close to his physique.
Which is incredible because, like, for such a small figure, it's really hard to, like, unless you have this in hand, it's hard to really, like, visualize. Like, I could show you pictures and videos, but until you have it in hand, like, just to, like, feel the cloth on this, like, smaller body style is so unusual because you're kind of used to, like, a 1/12, 1/6 scale figure with cloth. But it's really well fit. What I really like is, if you look close, they've, like, got, like, a dirt on the costume. The costume is his one piece. Like, do you see it? Like, it's a, like, brushed dirt.
No.
Oh,
I don't have their light.
Yeah, my light sucks. But it's, like, slightly, like, I don't know what you would call it. Like, I don't
Weathered?
know.
I mean,
yeah, it's weathered.
It's
yes.
sweet.
I really love it. I think his head looks kind of big, though. Is it?
Yeah, but I think he's wearing a mask.
He's wearing a
So
mask.
it's sort of like it should be. I think that's really sweet.
Yeah. Also, I like the details of the shoes. My first thought were these shoes look very modern. Like, don't they look like a pair of
I had a pair of boots. I had shoes like that
Yeah.
in middle school. Those are jungle boots.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's got the green
Yes.
and the leather. Yeah, man.
So
You
they've
could
been
get those
around.
yeah, you could get those at the surplus store for like $20. You wanted
$20?
Yeah, you wanted like combat boots. Those are the cheapest.
Were they steel
ones.
toe?
I don't think so.
I've never had a pair of steel toes.
But they were really uncomfortable. Well,
mhm.
like it was the cheapest combat boots you could get into.
Yeah, $20.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Even back in the day, that sounds. One thing I want to say I am very appreciative of is it seems like Mezco, and again, it's been a while since I got a 112. It seems like they added ankle pivots to their ankle, and I think that's a huge upgrade because one of my issues with Mezco figures were that they just didn't have a lot of movement in the ankle, and it really limited the pose. Now, obviously, it's Michael Myers, so you're not gonna like go crazy with the posing or whatnot.
Yeah, he's pretty like knife up here, he's not like.
But he does come with, I guess the stand is okay. The sticker looks like that's, like, I mean, it looks like they could have printed it on. Looks like it's
actually, I don't like that.
I don't like it either,
You can
man.
really see those edges.
Yeah,
but okay,
you can.
whatever.
But it's just, if that's what you're going to complain about.
Yeah, that's all right.
Then you need to chill out. All right. He comes with multiple hands, which is great. And then he comes with, damn it.
Do they have like oh man, if you could get like just a door in scale?
Yeah. Oh my
God. That would be really freaky.
Comes with the Judith Meyer. That's heavy.
Sweet.
What is that? Resin? Would you say that's resin if you were to make a guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. It's just like a nice little accessory so they could sort of try to justify the price. This is a great accessory. So he comes with the skeleton, the jack-o'-lantern.
Gotta have that.
Dude, it's great.
It's
Check this out.
perfectly accurate too. It even has a slit in the nose.
Yes.
And I just watched it too.
It totally does.
Yeah.
Check this out, dude. So you have to open that up to turn it on.
No way.
Yeah. But check this out.
That's really sweet.
Check this out, dude. It flickers, dude. It actually flickers like, why can't I get it to close? I'm ruining the whole segment. Okay, well, dude, it
That's
flickers.
really
Isn't
cool,
that cool,
man.
I'm a
Yeah, that is
sucker for
cool.
light up toys. It makes it for like a perfect like Halloween toy display. Like I don't know about you, but I kind of get into Halloween. Like I put on.
You got me
Do
too. It's Brioween.
Brioween,
Yeah,
that's
dude,
right.
I love it.
Halloween!
I do it for 2 months, man.
Right. And this is a great figure. Like even if you don't collect like, if you don't traditionally collect toys or Mezcos, like this is one of those figures that to get and put out for display.
Yeah.
It's
I
great.
mean, if you're in, I'm tempted to get it now. It's
Dude,
really sweet.
I absolutely recommend it.
Yeah, this is totally like you can not be into Mezcos and get it just for being a horror fan.
Absolutely.
You know?
It's kind of like the Frankenstein one they did. It's like I wish they would finish the whole Universal Monsters, but I think I'm more into like the movie characters and like the oddball stuff Mezco does. Like I like their superhero stuff, but it's like they do this like artist interpretation
Where it's like you'd almost rather have the Marvel Legends because you
Absolutely.
can dick with it and not have to worry about it.
100%.
Well, from Michael Myers. Dude,
Michael Myers,
yeah.
this is the way to go.
They need to do a tall man.
Dude, that would be
Because
amazing.
they get him all right, make him all lanky, and he'd look really
Dude,
freaky.
he would look great. Actually, the tall man from Phantasm would be a great idea, and that way
They'd have to make him the young one though, like from the first
movie,
because
yeah.
he looks the scariest like that.
Did he look much different from the first and second movie though? Like
The second he was looking a little bit like He's still pretty scary in the second one, but by the like fourth one,
yeah, he looked
a little older.
He was too old. Like he could, yeah, he was a really old dude. But Phantasm 2 was my favorite. And does that makes me
not at all. I'm tied between 1 and 2. I love Phantasm 2.
Man, I read this Phantasm list I sent you, and they put Phantasm. What's the newest one?
Ravager.
Ravager is like the second best one.
Really?
Yeah, I guess I gotta watch it.
I love it a lot, but there's no way I would rank it with. I mean, I like them all pretty much in the order that they came out.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, except for maybe 3.
See, I love 3.
Okay, maybe
3's
I gotta watch
silly
that again.
and funny, but I love it. It just has stuff about it. It came out under the radar. I mean, I guess they all came out under the radar. But 3 is I'm very nostalgic.
Yeah, yeah. I heard they're remaking the Phantasm series, and I'll be honest with you, like, I'm not saying that I am kind of sick of all the remakes, but I think Phantasm would be a great movie that could really benefit from an updated, like...
If done right, they got to do it right.
They got to get the right actor to play the tall man.
And they got to focus on the right stuff. They got to focus on the brothers and Reggie and make that relationship very important, very strong, and they got to be like dudes you'd want to hang out with.
Yeah,
you know, they can't do them like they can't use super good looking people and like they're all pretty.
No, Reggie would have to be bald.
Yeah, man. Reggie's got to be sporting their shit.
Yeah.
What if they came to me to play Reggie?
Dude, you would have to do it.
I would.
You'd
have to do it. I would.
Yeah, you could play a little acoustic guitar already. You just have to like tighten up on that.
Tighten it up. Yeah, take some lessons.
That would be awesome. Could I play Michael?
Why not?
Shave the beard.
You have to play like old Mike.
Like old Michael.
Yeah, you can play old Mike.
Yeah, maybe
or something.
One of the greatest aspects of this figure is that you can remove the head, which isn't the greatest.
So now he's H2O, Michael.
Dude, why was he headless in H2O?
He got beheaded at the end of H2O.
I don't really like H2O. Like,
no, I hate it.
It came out in the like mid '90s, like during that whole Kevin Williams.
Yeah,
like,
it
thing.
was right after. It was in response to Scream, and it's like, in my opinion, the 2 later ones with Jamie Lee were the 2 worst Halloween films ever made.
Which was H2O
and Resurrection.
I don't remember Resurrection.
Oh, Resurrection is rough.
That's before H2O, though, right?
No, right after.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta
Spoiler
see
alert,
that.
They kill Jamie Lee in the first, 5 minutes.
Oh, I do remember that.
It's terrible.
That's a pretty smart idea, though, right?
To kill Jamie Lee?
Yeah, kind of a neat way to immediately, just establish that,
there was nothing good about that. It had no redeeming qualities. But I love the... Like 4, 5, and 6, people bitch about them.
Yeah.
And they're about to be de-canonized. I
guess.
But I don't give a shit. I love them. I mean, it's like, I love them and I'll always love them.
I have to watch them again. Right. But, real quick, I'll get this and then we gotta talk about the new movie. So this, is the scary, the Halloween ghost. It's a little wrinkled up here.
I'm gonna go kill PJ Soul.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's
yeah, that looks sweet.
That almost makes you feel the need to, buy a second
2 of them,
one.
yeah, man.
My favorite part is that the glasses really look straight up the glasses I had in 1986. Yeah. The brown, plastic frames.
They're Paul's glasses, man. Does he come with a beer? That'd be sort of sweet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That is sweet.
I love it, man. It really is, when I got it and opened it, it reminded me why I fell in love with the Mezcos. It's because they're expensive and that pisses me off. But I really feel like I'm getting my money's worth. I'm getting something of a different level.
Yeah.
When I buy a Marvel Legends, I feel very satisfied for my $20 and I have no complaints. But when I do get one of these Mezcos, I do feel like I'm getting what you would call a collectible.
Yeah, you're getting more than that, and it's even the Marvel Legend, not Marvel Legend, but if they made an Echo one, right?
A what?
They made an Echo one,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I think so.
You know what the difference is? If you put this under different lighting, it gives you more contrast. I mean, it really is all the detail in his eyes and everything.
Unbelievable.
Even look at the box art.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way he's shaded from the lighting. I just think it'll do that more than a NECA figure will.
I agree.
It has more detail on it.
It feels it feels like you're getting a next level figure. To be honest with you, I don't want to compare it to Figuarts, but I think if you have to pay $80 for a Figuart or $80 for this, even though they're very different things, I kind of think that these trump it because they feel like something
They took mixed material to the next level and made it fit right, and it's like it doesn't look like the earlier ones before this. It looked all out of scale.
Yes.
Because the materials would be too thick or wouldn't fit right, and it just looked like off. This looks good. Like if you photographed it, you wouldn't be able to tell what scale it is or that it's out of scale.
That's another reason why I like them, is because like I do like the mixed materials, but like when I buy like a 12-inch or 1/6 scale figure, I do feel like I'm holding a doll or something so
it's heavy.
Yeah,
I love the weight
dude,
to
it's
them.
great. So let's talk about the new Halloween movie coming out. Like,
couldn't be more excited.
You couldn't be more excited. Okay, so here's a question for you. Like, I never saw the Rob Zombie remakes. I think they just came out. First of all, I'm not a big fan of his movies. I know you are, and that's fair enough. But I think they came out of a time when people weren't ready for like rebooting. Even though the new Halloween isn't going to be a reboot, right? It's gonna take. Does it erase? It erases number 2 on, or does it erase 3 on?
Which one?
Oh wait,
the new Halloween.
Yes.
Erases everything except the first one.
Okay.
Even Halloween 2, which I think is great because it's not a reboot, but it's just like. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just another way to
it's sort of a soft reboot or something, whatever you want to call it.
It's kind of like what they were talking about doing with Neil Blomkamp's Alien movie, which I was for, man. I'm okay with that.
I wish they would. I still wish that would happen.
I do too. I confess to loving Halloween 3, but that's
me too.
I wish they would have just called it Season of the Witch, and then it could have been a standalone movie. I think that's pretty much how people interpret it anyway, right?
Yeah, but I just think back then they didn't realize how much people really liked Michael Myers, you know? They just thought, whatever, you know? And it was a cash grab.
I think you're right. Like, just a way to market it.
Yeah.
I think the original Halloween, like, I think a lot of the horror movies from the 80s of that genre, the slasher genre, like, I like them, actually. But, like, they do have sort of a kitsch value to them. I think Halloween stands alone as like one of the best.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it sort of invented them for the most part, and
absolutely.
It's like people remember it being like more gross than it is and stuff. There's no blood in it. Like,
not really.
Yeah, it doesn't show blood hardly at all. And
Actually,
it's just like
there's blood on this knife.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, it wasn't like it was.
It's really artistic.
It is.
Like if you watch the first shot in the movie where they circle around the house, go in, like the behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There were 2 cuts in 3 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. So they're running. All the lights and gaps are all constantly moving in the other room.
Yeah.
To keep it going, I mean, it's pretty incredible, like what they did, and I mean, it's just like it's got style.
I love John Carpenter. Like, I actually put John Carpenter when I go through his movies in my head, some of my all-time favorite movies.
Pound for pound, he's probably my favorite. I think. I mean, he's done so many awesome movies.
I would definitely put him on the top 5. He has done awesome movies. So the new movie, what are we're gonna go see that, and beforehand we're gonna have a little marathon. But what are your expectations for the new movie? Like,
I have no idea.
What are we? I mean, it's written by, which I find very interesting. What's his name? Kenny Powers. You know what I'm talking about? The actor.
No, but it's also got the guy from Walking Dead.
The makeup?
Right, no. One of the writers, McBride.
Okay.
Danny McBride?
No, Danny McBride.
Danny McBride,
No, he's not Walking Dead. He's Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers?
Yeah. It was the HBO show. He was actually in Alien Covenant as, Tennessee. He's been in a lot of movies. He often plays rednecks.
Okay.
You know? But, it's such weird because he's a comedy writer is how I associate him with, but I guess having John Carpenter's stamp legitimizes
helps,
it.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
does the music.
I don't know, with his last few projects, you know.
His last movie was what? The Ward?
Maybe. Which it was actually a step in the right direction. But yeah.
Look, when you get I don't want to be an ageist, but when you get to a certain age, it's kind of hard to keep those creative juices flowing. Yeah. With that said, George Miller's Mad Max Fury Road was awesome. It was awesome. So maybe that shuts up that whole theory.
But I heard that it'll scare you, it'll gross you out, and make you laugh all in the same movie.
Which is a sign of a good horror movie.
Everybody, I mean, I know everybody that's seen it has said it's awesome.
Right.
And I don't really but take it for what that's worth. I mean, I don't know, but like I watch a lot of horror channels.
Yes, you do.
And like,
yeah,
I sort of trust them. I think it's going to be good, you know? Just from what people say, I think it's going to be a legitimately good movie.
I hope so. I'm interested to see, like, where they leave off from Halloween, the original. And, like...
My guess?
Yeah, I do.
I think it's going to pick up at, like, in the last couple minutes of Halloween. Like, you'll re-see all that. Okay. And then there'll be, like, a dissolve and be, like, 40 years later. But
so you think it's going to be 40 years later? Oh, I guess
it does take place now.
Of course, Jamie Lee Curtis is like...
Yeah, we know it takes place now, but I think we're going to get, like a reshoot of the end of the movie.
I see. So Halloween ends, and then nothing... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, H2O don't happen.
Nothing happens.
And 40.
Yeah, Halloween ends.
I'm on board.
He goes into prison.
Yeah.
They're moving him, and he escapes. That's the trailer.
I'm excited.
So, yeah.
I'm generally excited. Generally excited.
And I really know nothing about it, and I'm really like that, too. They've been keeping it really quiet.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. I mean, does a horror movie have spoiler potential, or is it just like you go along for the ride? Like, I mean, I guess if it's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, but like, what could possibly be a like spoiler? I mean, I just want a good ride.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Anyways, back to this. I do highly recommend it. I don't know what they're going for. I think it's already a secondary market on it, so it's kind of hard to say, like, complain about the $80 I paid. I do think that these. I'm not saying that they're not worth the money. I just think that they're pricing me out of the game. What do I think they should be priced at? I think $65 feels good. Like, I don't know why. Like, I think $65 would get me to just, like, casually buy Mezcos. But at $80 plus shipping...
You're just going to get the ones you're going to cherry pick them?
I'm going to cherry pick them. And to be honest with you, the ones that interest me most are things like Michael Myers. Like, I know that they're coming out with an Ash from Evil Dead. Like, I'd like to get that. I'd like to get the Ghostbusters set, but that's absolutely, like, I'm not dropping $300 on a set like
suck.
that. Yeah. And I don't think you could just buy, like, Bill Murray. Like,
so you got to buy them all.
You got to buy them all.
That's still sort of sweet.
I know. And to be honest with you, they're doing a Popeye figure that really fascinates me, just because it's so unusual looking. And, like, after a while, you know, the same run-of-the-mill stuff, it just becomes repetitive. So that interests me. But
well, what are they coming out with that doesn't interest you?
Like the Thor Ragnarok stuff, like some of like the DC Dark Side doesn't really interest me. They're coming out with like I guess they already came out with like some of the DC movie stuff, and it's not against, like, Aquaman doesn't interest me whatsoever.
So wait, the newer, like,
yeah, or like when they do, like, even though I think the Doctor Strange looks really good, which is like a cartoon comic book one. Yeah, it's just like, I'm not into that for $80. $65 I might do it, because again, when you handle these, the quality's so good, and you kind of feel like you put them together because they have a lot of accessories, and a lot of it is the posing and the photography aspect of it. Like, you feel like you can. It is like a posable action figure. I guess it's probably they're diversifying it so much. I think they probably feel like people are going to cherry pick it. You know, because I mean, $80, it's like whatever, but it's still, it's like, it's something. It's a little bit higher than you want to pay, but if you want like something unique and
it's still attainable. It's not like,
that's true.
Like, it's out of just buying it for the hell of it, pricing, but yeah.
Like, they're coming out with a Jason Voorhees, and I kind of want that. Yeah. You think so?
Which one is it?
I don't remember. Hood? I think it's Hockey Mask. I think look. I think if you're gonna get the hood, you got to be a devoted Friday. Yeah, you got to be a devoted Friday the 13th fan. Yeah. That's like, you get the hood for a NECA $20 figure, fine, but I mean, you can't spend. At least
that's the one they would do last. Like they proved that they could sell a shit ton of them.
Like a comic book, like a Comic-Con exclusive.
Something like that. Yeah, for sure. But definitely don't do it first.
No, that would be ridiculous. I like how they comes with this, because it's sort of it. I don't know what other accessories could he possibly come with. I think he comes with every accessory that really speaks to Michael Myers, and this is like.
almost a station wagon.
He comes with a station wagon.
Yeah, the Smith's girl's wagon, but yeah, I think it's pretty good.
I like how he comes with 2 knives. One's bloody, one's not bloody.
Sweet, yeah, I can't beat that.
So yeah, Mezco, I think you're doing a great job. I know that the price isn't going to come down because people are buying them at this price and they're selling out. Like I think they're consistently selling out. I do like the diversifying different license and whatnot. And
little Danielle Harris.
Danielle Harris,
the girl from the 4th and 5th movie,
I don't remember her.
The clown.
That'd
be sweet.
Oh man, see that's the thing is like with this style, like I'd like to see the most like obscure stuff, like Jack Nicholson's character from The Shining. Like
sweet.
It's just basically crazy Jack Nicholson, but like to have that like in a display would be pretty rad.
Yeah, and I mean, like, because they get 2 faces so well that would be like, actually that'd be pretty creepy.
That would be pretty.
But you know what he would have to come with? He would have to come with the maze.
That would be
the
like a
maze
play
on the
set.
table. Just a maze on the table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Like, dude, you could like, he's just.
He would have to come with definitely like 3 head sculpts.
Yeah,
like one with the eyes rolling back.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, the here's Johnny face.
Yeah. Come with a typewriter.
Yeah, totally.
With a typewriter
with a piece of paper that says red whatever is a good little boy. Yeah. I mean, that's the kind of thing that, now I kind of want that.
It's a scary as hell movie.
Yeah, they're coming out with that Clockwork Orange figure.
Alex?
And like, here's the thing. That's the kind of figure I want to see them making.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good movie, but I think it's such a twisted character.
Yeah.
Like, to another level that, like, I don't know that I will be getting it, but I do appreciate that level of twisted.
And I mean, it's just, I mean, the movie is cool, but it's just not the most interesting, like, thing.
Figure?
Yeah, like, all wearing a jock
with the
strap on the outside and a bow tie.
I think it is actually kind of interesting with, like, the page boy haircut. I think it's interesting. I just don't know that I feel comfortable owning a figure of that. Which is weird because I have a Michael Myers figure. He was
yeah, but that's in good faith. You know, I mean, that's like this isn't taste, sort of. Like, you didn't see him rape
women, I think that's the
key,
know? Is that, you know, he wasn't raping women.
Just stabbing them.
Yeah, you know, I also, a good Pennywise in this format would be cool. But, you know, again, there's so many things they could do. It's Halloween time. I love horror movie stuff. It's Bryoween, as we call it. This is the best, my favorite holiday, and certainly, like, I get excited to watch movies.
Yep.
So if you could find one at a reasonable price, buy it. It's one of those figures, like I said, that for years to come, you can put it out for every Halloween for everyone to enjoy. And until next time,
nerd out.
Halloween. Halloween.